It's peak week, baby. I can't believe how quickly this time of the year has come around. And in 7 days' time, we will be watching the biggest bodybuilding show on earth. What an episode I've got lined up for you. We've got Jeremy Buendia's last 7 days as a men's physique competitor. We have the first qualified athlete for the 2026 show. We've got Ben Quill's latest physique update as he seeks revenge after the Sasquatch Pro, and so much more. Now, before we get into the episode, I am on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year, and I need your help to do so. So if you're a lover of the sport, if you're a men's physique fan, or if you're an athlete, I need you to hit that subscribe button to help me get to that goal. And while you're there, hit the bell icon so that you're notified of all videos that are dropped moving forward. And now that I've got that out of the way, and without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Let's kick things off with the man, the myth, the legend, Jeremy Buendia, as he enters his last 7 days as a men's physique competitor. Now, Jeremy Buendia was the man who put the division on the map. And if it wasn't for him, this sport would not have grown as quickly as it did. Now, I am going to be a little bit sentimental now and tell you that I would be lying if I said I wasn't emotional knowing that this is Jeremy's last rodeo. And we can tell that Jeremy has put absolutely everything into this prep. He has had to fight off the haters, the critics, the works. Now, we can't disagree when I say that Jeremy has given it all this last prep. And what a physique he's bringing to the stage. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the best version of Jeremy Buendia that we have ever seen. The guy is absolutely peeled. He copped a lot of criticism after Sasquatch. A lot of people thought that he wasn't conditioned enough, but we can put that to rest now because Jeremy Buendia is bringing conditioning to the Olympia stage in 7 days' time. Now, look at this most muscular. This is the best, most muscular shot, not only in the division, but if you were to put him against an open bodybuilder, if you were to put him against a classic physique guy, I feel like Jeremy has a better, most muscular than those guys. Now, this photo has been doing the rounds on social media lately. And for good reason, and bad reason, I suppose. I said to you last week that I've never seen Jeremy Buendia so gaunt before. And that's just going to show how much work, time, and effort he's putting into this prep to get himself in shape and to bring the most conditioned package that we have ever seen. But look how tiny that waist is, look how deep those abs are, look how big those shoulders are, and look how capped those delts are. This is an amazing physique that Jeremy's bringing to stage, and it is going to absolutely blow the physique that he brought to stage in 2023, when we all know he did not come in his best. He did not peak properly, he did not come in conditioned enough. You can almost guarantee that Jeremy has ticked all those boxes off, and you can almost guarantee that this is the best version that we have ever seen on that Mr. Olympia stage. Now, I want to finish this one off by saying it has been an absolute pleasure to watch Jeremy Buendia's journey unfold throughout the years. We've seen the highs, we've seen the lows, but there's absolutely no denying that this guy will be in the record books, and this guy will be an absolute legend of the sport for years to come. Now, I am getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we have our first qualified Olympian for 2026 by the name of Kyron Holden. Now, he has won the 2 pro shows that was required to get that qualification. He won Daytona last week and now has won the Ace of Stage Championship. And let me tell you, this guy blew everyone out of the water. In arguably one of the most stacked lineups that we have seen, Kyron fought off 8 Olympians to punch his ticket to Vegas next year. Now, this guy gave no one a chance. As soon as he stepped on stage, you knew that Kyron was taking that win. From his posing, to his physique, to his aura, to his presence, Kyron just has it all. And I believe that Kyron will win an Olympia title in the near future. Now, I've said it, Hart McGrath has said it, Kyron Holden is the uncrowned Olympian. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what Kyron can bring to stage next year. Now, he will be the biggest threat to Ryan Terry once they step toe-to-toe next year. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but can this guy be the one that knocks Ryan Terry off the throne and take that title? Time will tell, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Now, I said this on my Instagram a couple of days ago. And firstly, if you aren't following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Go ahead and follow me on there. I post a lot of reels on there about the top guys. But back to what I was saying. On Instagram last week, I said that a couple of weeks ago, it was like Thanos clicked his fingers and we lost Erin for a few weeks. Now, he is back, and he's back with a vengeance, because it was almost like he went missing after copying some criticism from George Brown and Andre Ferguson, where they said that he was carrying a little bit too much body fat in comparison to the top guys. And all Erin did was he went to work, and he went to work in silence, because now Erin has returned, and he has returned with a much more improved physique. Now, take a look at this. Erin is sharper in the abs, he's detailed in the obliques, and this is the version of Erin that we saw win the Olympia a few years ago, but much more improved. It's also a much more improved version than what we saw at Pittsburgh. And when you turn to the back, this is what Erin is known for. One of the best backs in the world. It is detailed, it is crisp, it is sharp. Just take a look at that Christmas tree. And he also mentioned in this story what your lower back should look like. No fluff. And that was one of the biggest criticisms that George Brown and Andre Ferguson said about Erin Banks, was the fact that he was holding too much body fat in that lower back. Now, as we can see here, that body fat is now gone, and the iconic back of Erin Banks is now back. Now, if there is one man that is looking for revenge, it is this man, Ben Quill, especially after his second place finish at the Sasquatch Pro. Now, the one bit of feedback that Ben Quill received from the judges after that show was that he needs to come in more conditioned, and more conditioned he is. I really like the look of Ben Quill's physique. I like the aesthetic physique that this guy presents, and have a look at him from the back. This is a nice back. It is the V-taper that Ben Quill has, the tiny waist, the wide lats, the thickness in the middle back, the rear delts, the Christmas tree that he presents when he hits that back transition is absolutely beautiful. And not many people have a physique like this, nor do they have a back like this. And this is one of the better backs that I have seen in the lineup moving into the 2025 show. Now, will he get revenge over Jeremy? Who knows? I believe he will. And you know one thing for sure, that this guy is not going to miss. He put it in his caption earlier today, and he is definitely going to come in for revenge. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he will look like, especially after that Sasquatch Pro performance. Will he move up the rankings? We know that he finished 9th last year. So will he move up the rankings? I think he personally can. I mean, he does need a little bit more size. He's one of the smaller guys in the lineup, but the one thing that Ben Quill has over a lot of the competition, especially in that top 10, is the detailing, and like I said, is that aesthetic physique. There are some guys that have a little bit more size, but they just don't present it as well as Ben Quill does. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this guy matches up in 6 days' time. Now, if there is one man who is not getting the recognition he deserves, it is this one here, Andrei Deiu, the Romanian beauty and the king of Instagram himself. He dropped his latest vlog on YouTube where we saw his physique, his latest physique update, up close and personal. Now, this guy has a beautiful physique. I've been following Andrei for a very, very long time, and throughout his bodybuilding career, his physique has gotten better and better and better. Looking at his physique, you can't deny that this guy packs on a lot of muscle, but he packs on muscle in the right places, but he looks aesthetically pleasing at the same time. Now, let's look at his front shot. The guy doesn't have the smallest waist in the world, but because he has those big broad shoulders, those cap delts, and those thick arms, it makes his waist look so much smaller. He's got nice crispy abs. I think he can come in a little bit more conditioned. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's not conditioned at all, but he's just lacking those real deep cuts and those little details in those obliques. Now, when he turns to the back, this is where he shines. Like I said, we can't deny that he's not conditioned, because once he hits that transition, we can see that Christmas tree in full effect. And now looking at his back, he's got a nice V-taper. He's got nice thick lats, nice wide laps. Like I said, he's got nice broad shoulders, which makes his waist look even smaller, but he's got muscle, like I said, in the right places. If there is one man that we need to keep our eyes on, it is Andrei Deiu. There is a reason why. In his 2 appearances at the Olympia, in 2020 he came 5th, and in 2021 he came 7th. So we can almost guarantee, well, we can't actually guarantee, but I truly believe that we will see him again in that top 10. The question is, who else is going to be in that top 10? Is there who gets knocked out of that top 10? Because obviously he's got to replace someone. So who do you think it's going to be? Let me know in the comments below. So now that we've made it to the end of the video, I want to thank you so much for making it to this point. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me when you guys watch these videos to the end. Now, like I said at the start of the video, I'm on a mission to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every subscription definitely counts on my quest to hitting that target by the end of the year. And while you're there, make sure to like the video if you did enjoy it and hit the bell button to get notified every single time I upload a video moving forward. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.